Hi traders, just 1 second, I'll just load some software. There we go. Right. Okay, so I thought before, it's Sunday evening, it's 10 o'clock UK time, the market's open, and I'm going to just go through some trades. Now, the robot's been really quiet for the last week, mainly because if you look at the markets have been pretty much like this last week. Okay, so then all of a sudden Friday, it placed a bunch of trades. So I'm going to take you through the trades and talk about the way the robot traces trades. I can't tell you a lot about it because obviously it's like a bit of it's part of the fact that we've got this. If I tell everybody how it works, then of course I won't have much of a product left. So basically last week we had like a signal here. This is dollar Swiss we're going to start with. Signal here. So the last signal we had, and this was the close on Friday night, it closed here. Now what's really odd is that it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 trades. Okay, 14 trades in fact, because we've got the double trade thing where it trades double the it takes 2 trades on every pair, and one of them is 23 pips and the other goes for the long-term target, which is specified by this blue line here. So this blue line is actually, that's the buy target there, and this is the sell target there. So for instance, if I was to take this trade, the sell target would be that line there, because at that point that's where it was. If I took this trade, the sell target would be here, which it achieved, etc, etc. Okay, so we normally place 2 trades, and I'll show you the next trade I'm going to show you. We'll show you that. So this is also dollar Swiss. We're in a long. It looks like it's breaking out of there. We'll find out after the weekend. We trade through the weekend because the robot is designed to run in all kinds of trading situations, like flat markets, bouncy markets. We don't really mind. So here's Aussie Swiss. So Aussie Swiss. Oh, there we go. It's just loaded it. I thought that looked a bit odd. Right. So Aussie Swiss has actually got the 2 trades on. So you can see that we've got 2 trades placed at this level here. And then there's a take profit here, that's the first trade, and there's a take profit down here. That's the second trade. Okay, so the second trade is our longer term trade, sorry, it's there. So you can see that the robot draws, the indicator draws on the screen the trade that we're taking. You can see just there. So I can see the structure of the trade here. And the fib levels, it fibs the trade because we're going to be moving our stop loss at that point. Incidentally, I've just accidentally clicked the back test button, so the indicator can actually backtest itself, because it's not 100% accurate, but it gives us a rough idea what sort of money we're talking about and whether a pair is worth actually trading. So Aussie Swiss, again, the same story, but the same structure where we've got this little tiny break. It's not much of a break, but the robot doesn't really work on breaks in that sense. It works on momentum in the market, and it works on structure, so it needs those 2 things to be in place for it to take a trade. Now you can see it's had a couple of goes before. If we measure those, okay, so this little one here went 26 pips or 23 pips. This one here went 40, 50 pips. The thing we noticed with it is that it always goes 23 pips. That's why we have 2 trades. We have one that's 23 pips and one that's the longer term one. So when it goes to 23 pips, the first trade, the long-term trade, will go safe, so the stop is moved inside the entry, and then the second trade, the small 23 pip trade, takes profit. That's because we worked out we win 75% in the sense that we have a positive outcome of 75% of the trades that we take. Okay, and I can prove that to you statistically. In fact, if there is another video from some weeks ago where I actually got 20 trades and went, look at this. This is exactly why we went down this road, and I kind of cleaned it up and removed the double trade so you could just see what would happen and the difference between having single trades and double trades. So Aussie Swiss was one of them. So let's look at euro dollar. Funnily enough, I was on a Discord chat earlier on today, and somebody pulled up euro dollar and went, I really like this for an entry. Again, look at this lovely break. There's a break here. Here's the longer term target. Actually, I'm going to tell you right now, you can see the stop is inside the entry. That's because this one has already made me 23 pips profit. Because the smaller trade has actually already closed in profit, so that's a really little nice take profit on Friday. Done Euro Swiss, same sort of story. It's just a breakdown. Look at the structure of these markets. Let me just go back to that, because there's something really important I can show you about this Euro Swiss market. Now, it was in an uptrend. You can see that there, and you can see if you look at this shading here. You can see this shading here, the big shading. Where's it going? It's in an uptrend. And then the market changes direction. Now, two things could happen at this point. One thing that could happen is it could reverse like that, or it can continue in a new trend, but we don't know. So the robot will not trade at that point. So what it does is it waits, and it held out, and then it took a trade there and a trade there. Okay, so the first trade it took went, you remember I said about 23 pips. Okay, how far did it go? 32, 35 pips. So you got your 23 pips in there, wherever it entered, really. And then it pulled back again and just came back again. The second one does actually carry on going. And in fact, achieves the target. But we got into the third one. So I suspect it probably stopped out in profit on this little blue candle. I don't know if I've got a record of it. Yeah, it didn't. I don't think it got the second trade for some reason. This is the, yeah, you can see here's this one. This is actually the trade. You can see it's gone 23 pips, and in fact, no, it didn't. It got sorry, I'm being mad. Oh, that's the one that's currently on, I think. So I can click through the trades here. Okay, then here's the one before. So you can see there's lots of reasons why it doesn't take trades. Like it works out whether risk and reward is good enough. So in other words, you have to have 1.75 risk to reward on the big trade to have the small trade and the big trade placed. There's lots of other things going on, masses of them. So we have like an indicator on every chart we want to trade, and then we have a robot on one chart that trades whatever the indicator tells it. So it's a sort of mathematical thing going on. So yeah, so we've got a little break on that one. And if we go through all these charts, and you'll see that what seems to have happened is the robot has suddenly spotted all these breaks on all these currencies. There are like 10 trades after a week of hardly trading anything and hardly anything going anywhere. It just went bananas on Friday. All of a sudden, out of the blue, you can see all these currency pairs, Aussie dollar, I don't know where that trade, oh there it is, yeah, you can see the Aussie dollar trade there. If I just go to that one, go to open trade. Yeah, the market's not open, otherwise it would flip to that live trade. But you can see that, look at these breaks. There's breaks from this congestion. It's almost like for the last week we've been waiting and being very frustrated, I have to say, with only small profits out of it. What's that? This one's New Zealand Swiss. It's all the same story over and over again. It's like they're trying to decide what they're going to do. Here we've got Aussie CAD. Again, all these trades there. I've never seen. I have seen it do it before, but not for this. Not since it all started. The problems always all started at FOMC, which was last week, and of course the week before we had non-farm payrolls on the Friday. So effectively, you've got non-farm payrolls here, and then you've got FOMC here. Okay, and then we've got I don't know what we're doing. So the market goes there. Now that is one of, you know, I talk about robot killers. If you're using a trading robot, that will kill it. Okay, unless you're using my trading robot. If you're using a trading robot, these sorts of things kill it. Also changes of direction, because it never knows whether it's in a pullback or in a change of direction. Same thing there, but my robot has ways of detecting whether or not it's in a change of direction, whether so here it knows it was in an uptrend here, and it knows it's now establishing a new downtrend, and it's not going to take the trade here because at this point it still thinks it's in an uptrend, and it's looking at that and saying that may be a pullback, so let's stay out of that trade. So instead we'll sit there and we'll be patient, okay, and we will wait. There's a little trade there on the Monday, but we will now wait until we get a break from the pullback. So you've got break, pullback there, and then we're off down that way. Okay, so you can see that it understands the structure of the market as the market moves. So I've only got oh no, that's all of them. That was CAD yen, wasn't it? So we won't win all these trades. Some of them will stop out, okay, because some of the pairs won't manage it. Probably 2 or 3 are going to go for the profit, go to profit. I'm estimating. 75% of them will make me at least 23 pips. So that's really interesting. That's the trades for the week. I don't know what's going to happen in a few hours at 10 o'clock. It's now coming up to 7 o'clock. 10 o'clock UK time is when the market opens. I hope that's interesting. Stroboultimate.com. There's a whole bunch of videos come and have a chat in the Discord group. We're a really friendly bunch. Say hello, say what you think, ask any questions, and there we go. And let's have a great trading week. I wish everybody the very best of luck with it, because there is a little bit of luck involved in trading, and I hope that it all goes really well for you. Have a great trading week.